Well, hello everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to share with you my mother's yearbooks when she went to a high school in Oklahoma City in the USA called Capitol Hill High School. And as you can see, these yearbooks that were done back then were just absolutely beautifully put together. This is a leather or a vinyl cover, and it has her name written on the bottom there, as you can see. This one is from 1950, and this one is from 1949. And you can probably see the word chieftain written across the cover there. And the football team were the Chieftains and the Redskins, the Chieftain Redskins, I think. So I'll just start with the 1949 one. And what I love so much about looking through this is, you know, when I look at these grounds, I know that my mother walked across these grounds with her friends and her school books. But I can smell the pages as I open this book and the history in this. And as you can see, these are all the little messages that her high school friends had written for her. There's some really beautiful things that have been written that give me no doubt that my mother was a very tiny and very much liked young lady. But she really enjoyed singing when she was in high school. This is Miss Chieftain 1949 Jane Ray. Isn't she a stunning looking woman? Just beautiful. Here's one, I'll read one message here. To one of the sweetest girls I know. It has been fun in your class. See you next year. Good luck, Lisa Burke. Best of luck to a wonderful friend and a darling girl, which I adore. Love you, Bernie. So all of these pictures here have been illustrated by a very clever artist. The student's prayer. I am thy student, Lord, please grade the theme of my life that I may pass from this classroom of the earth to cap and gown of immortality. Direct my mind and soul along the holy trail that winds up to the zenith of your universe, and there, dear God, I someday may look down through your stars instead of up. And with your blessings, Lord, give aid to one like me, a passing grade. This lady here, Miss Velma Elam, I said to my mother when she was still alive, I said, she looks a bit stern. And she said, don't judge a book by its cover. She was a lovely lady. So Norma, Velma, yeah. I can't quite read that. May you have a happy summer and a good school year in 1949-1950, Velma Elm. So she wrote that to my mother. So clearly they had an okay relationship, but when I first saw that I thought she looked a little bit stern. This is the Alma Mater Hail. This is the song that they would sing. Here's to Alma Mater, may she always be in our hearts forever, standing proud to see her archways where we entered her halls we loved so dear. So here's to a song to Capitol Hill High School, Alma Mater Hail. Look at these, like this picture of all the students just walking out of the classroom, out of the school. I can just see my mother and I can hear her laughter. And even this picture here, so she circled this picture. So this wasn't my mother, was my mother's best friend Alba and her boyfriend sitting having lunch together on the school parade. 1949 Chieftain, vote here. The Redskin Arrow. So this was they had a news team and editors that used to write up these school yearbooks and things that happened through the year. Now here is a newspaper clipping that is from December the 20th, 1949, and this is my beautiful mother right here. And her name was Betty Jo Purviance. And it says, when you get down to Betty Purviance, look how almost yellow brown this paper is. But Betty Purviance, 5'2", eyes of blue. These words best describe Betty Jo Purviance, member of the Capitol Hill High School Choir. Betty's hobby is singing and her voice is alto. She especially likes to sing Dry Bones along with the rest of the choir. Singing isn't Betty's only musical talent. She also plays the piano. She has had lessons only 3 years, but enjoys every minute of the piano. Her favourite piece is Jealousy. Other hobbies that occupy her time include skating. My mother loved to roller skate. And collecting glass dogs. She goes skating about twice a week and brings home a glass dog every time she goes anywhere. Besides being a member of the choir, Betty is an active member of the Keys Red Cross representative and secretary of her homeroom. Betty's love life is Arthur Scroggins, and Arthur knows it. So of course I had to look up and find Arthur Scroggins' photo, which I did. But you can see all through here just photos of all the principals, principal of Capitol Hill High School, vice principal, Capitol Hill High School. That's the principal having a birthday. He got a birthday fruit shower on his birthday in December. And there's all pictures of the faculty. Here's a very handsome man, Dick Friedman, English. And they have all of their star signs, I noticed. So he's Cancer the crab. This guy's Libra, the balances. Pisces, the fish. Cancer, the crab. It's so good that they put their star signs. I thought that was really interesting. More faculty. I love this lady's name. Her name is Fleur Lane. Isn't that a pretty name? She signed my mother's book. She was an Aquarius, the water bearer. She was a speech and English teacher. More faculty. And this lady. I just love their hairstyles. I love looking at their clothes. I guess that must have been my mother's English teacher to Betty with, it says to Betty with question mark, Howard Waller. Oh, this was my mother's teacher. That's interesting. To Betty with question mark. He was a Scorpio. Look at these illustrations. Very, very good. Very well done. Day in, day out. A peek into the activity fair of Capitol Hill High School students. Too low they build who build beneath the stars. So day in, class about to begin, front hall, any day, any group. But Jack Epperly has the central spotlight. I guess that's Jack Epperly. These amazing photos. So we've got the sewing room, woodwork shop. Crouch. So what's going on here? Look at the car. Look at this beautiful old car. Redskins. Basketball Queen 1949. Kiwi supporters made the most of a convertible of a boyfriend and girlfriend. What is this? Of the boyfriend of the girlfriend of a boyfriend. It's good. It's a good excuse to avoid the chores at home. Well, my mother was a part of that group, apparently, so interesting. Day out. The lockers that they used to use. Football hero catches up. Jim Pollock makes himself comfortable to read the Arrow. So the Arrow, the Redskin Arrow, was the newsletter, the newspaper that used to come out. And here they are working in the editing room. So here we are with the sports. That's well drawn. That's very good. Stars are whirling ballerinas, some play hide and seek with clouds. All are track stars running round and round their oval cinder paths. Some at the North Pole, some at the South Vault, the blue-black bar of night. So our athletes whirl and play, run or vault, spinning their records into books. So James Raglan, I see him come up a lot in Mum's, like people that have signed her yearbook. And Tony Brezeno, looks very Italian. George Schlitter and Harry Tips. So this is the football team. And here we go. This is Jack Van Poole. I'm just going to show you. Actually, was his picture? Was it in the front of this? Might be this one. I just want to show you. Jack Van Poole was the spunk of the school. And this is him here. This is Jack Van Poole. He was all-round, three-letter athlete, all-city, all-state, all-American quarterback, all-city basketball forward, star pitcher on the baseball team, and all-round good fellow. Jack Van Poole was overwhelmingly elected by the student body as the 1950 chieftain. He just looks stunning in his headdress there. But yes, Jack Van Poole. What a beautiful looking man he was. And it's good that he was a good man inside. So there he is there in captain of the Redskins football team. But these photos, I just love looking at these. It's American football. These beautiful Letterman jackets that they used to wear. So here we have the basketball team, the baseball team. There's James Raglan again, and James Raglan again. So he was quite a busy boy. And there he is again. But we'll see a photo of Arthur Scroggins, my mother's boyfriend. I want to have a look at that. So there's the tennis club, swimming club. What's going on here? So it's our badminton. Excuse me. And I love these. These are all the clubs, so and the jackets, so they're all turned around. This is the chieftain princess. This is the football queen. Can't make that one out. Something 1949 sweetheart. This is a Redskin sweetheart. Can't quite make that one out either. Student council, look at them all. Beautiful smiles. Look at these hairstyles. They're just wild. Well, here's the Ki or Kai. I'm going to say Ki Club. Well, it might be Kai, I don't know. There's my mother right there. That's my mum. The Nobberettes. The Nobberettes. Mascot. Donna Merrill demonstrates for officers of the Nobberette Club. Here's the chieftains. Beverly Shilling, chieftain princess. Beautiful. Joanne Strickland, Redskin sweetheart. The do-gooders. The Shutterbugs would have been the photography club. So many different clubs to belong to. The English Club, the Writers Club, Junior Alumni, the Auto Club. I love this photo. Look at them all. They're beautiful satin jackets. The Bowlers, the Girls O Club. They all had sweaters with O. Just beautiful. I love how, they didn't wear uniforms, but they had these beautifully made sweaters and jackets for the clubs that they belonged to, and sororities. The Mary Maskers Historical Society. FBLA, FFA, so many themes to belong to. Y Teens, the Art Club, the Honour Society, the O Club, Bible History, Delta Sigma. Mysticism and officers of Delta Sigma plot the course for this active club. The Red Cross Club, Mu Alpha Theta, Sigma Chi Iota, the Key Club, High Y Club, the Horizon Club. Goodness. Now, this I found an interesting illustration. They're clearly both men, but very feminine in the stance and the faces. And I thought, was that perhaps somebody just trying to express themselves and in their art? And I just thought that was very interesting, because that's clearly two men, but it's to me a very feminine faces, and the way he's standing, that sort of thing. But I thought that was interesting that even back then, perhaps someone was trying to express themselves authentically, so good on them. And there's Miss Chieftain, 1949, isn't she beautiful? In full Indian attire. Jane Ray. She was at the front. Yeah, that's a much nicer photo, I think. But yes, Miss Chieftain, 1949. What an honour that would have been. And these beautiful, look at this. I love this classic photo. Beautiful pose, it just looks so natural. This is Ruby Lawrence, the football queen. You have Catherine Jennings, baseball queen. Love Kathy. That was a friend of my mother's. This is Billy O'Daniel, baseball queen. Basketball queen. And Jane Peck, FFA queen. Wow. Donna Bryant was the band queen of 1950. Look at these beautiful outfits. I love the band outfits that they used to wear back then. The high kicks and the little white boots. Stunning. Look at them all. So many band members. The choir. The choir. That one might be in there. The choruses. These just illustrations are so good. Whoever did these, brilliant. So the sophomore might be compared to a star, a borning, for he has the opportunity to develop into a shining light. As a junior, he begins his ascendancy, so that when he is a senior, he may be a star of the first magnitude in his small school sky. Not only will such a star spread light that others may see, but its radiance will serve to inspire those who follow in its wake. So we have Robert Stevens, the school president. Billy Peters, senior class day queen. Wow. Newly elected student officers for 1949 to 1950. class sponsors, senior class sponsors. Goodness me. Look at this beautiful old vehicle. So this is clearly acting school here, or acting classes. Here we go, seniors of 1949. So Arthur Scroggins should be in here somewhere. Oh, I just love looking at these hairstyles. Nobody had long hair back then. Not one person had long, straight hair. It was all above the shoulders, curly, no fringe, or if it was a fringe, it was very short. My mother, she wore a very short fringe. But yeah, there's a lady with a very short one. But look at them, the hairstyles were just so... Everybody had curly hair. And I guess if it wasn't naturally curly, they would have made it so. Just like today, if we haven't got straight hair, we all straighten our hair. It's so interesting, isn't it, the way that the fashions and Archie White, bless. Some of the names as well, Wynema, we got Alma, another Betty, Janella, Regina, Sherma, Lavona, Would have been so much fun, I reckon, to go to high school in America back in the 50s. I'm sure there's Arthur right there. There is my mother's boyfriend in high school. He looks lovely with his very kind face. Arthur Scroggins. That's so cool. There's Jack Van Poole there. Big man on campus. Just about to the end. So many students. There's my mum, Betty Pavine's right there. Sophomore officers and sponsors. How beautifully done is that? And then there's the whole, that's a lovely photo. I just love that. All the old cars and everybody coming out after class. Oh, these two holding hands. I just love the fashions and just beautiful. I love this. To a swell girl, may you and Arthur always be happy. Rose Atkinson. Wow. So that is the 1949 one. I won't go through the whole 1951, but look how beautifully this was done. And then here we have their alma mater song that they would sing. this is just pretty much more of the same. There's a job to be done. But I did notice when I was looking through this one the other day that they had referred to women as the weaker sex and men as the stronger sex. I just wanted to find that. I thought, oh, isn't it funny how things have changed? I'm sure that I put a little mark in the book about that because I found that quite funny. So, the honour party, what's that say? Someone's written, no, luck for the silver lining, the best of luck to you. May the best come to you. It will be, oh, it's very hard to read. So, that's a quiet, there's my mum. Will she be there? That's my mother right there. So put a little arrow above her head. Now, I love this. This is the marching, the band and the marching team. And look at this. Look at them all out there having a bonfire. Fantastic. Mum had so many great stories about her high school. There she is again, right there. That's a Kiyi or Kai club. She is there. Look at this big parade. Isn't that fantastic? So their marching club got to march down the street of Oklahoma. Student body celebration. Sweat and sweaters. There's Jack Poole again. And the football is amazing. Don't quite know where I saw it. Look at these beautiful photos. Joanne Trapp, the Redskin sweetheart. Donna Bryant, 1949 band queen. Catherine Jennings, FFA sweetheart. Joy Curtis, the baseball queen. Joanne Strickland, the football queen. Stunning photos. Donna Skinner, 1950 band queen. Olive Crouch, the basketball queen. And Reba Gilstrap, the chieftain princess. Wow. Class of 1950. Seniors. Such good history to look back in this parents' day and age. It's amazing, you know, my mother went to this lovely high school and my father, completely different school life. My dad and his little brother were placed in boarding school in England at the age of 6. My father was. Completely different upbringing to my mother. Anyway, that's just more and more and more. So I just thought I would share those with you because you just do not see books like this anymore. But one thing I wanted to share with you before I finish up is this beautiful book. Now this book was given to me by my auntie back in, now we would have been talking about the 70s here. And I don't know if any of you are aware of the Holly Hobbie dolls that we used to have back then. And this little Holly Hobbie book of friendship was given to me by my auntie on my father's side. And look at the beautiful illustrations. Now while the cover looks quite, it's not tattered, it's in good condition, but it's just had a few things spilled on it over the years, but you can see it's satin. And it's illustrated by Betsy Clark. And I just wanted to share this with you because you just don't see these anymore. It's a tiny little book of friendship, and every page is spotless. There's nothing spilt on it, except I think I did put a pen mark on one or two pages when I was probably 9 or 10. But it says, a true friend is the best possession. And these little pictures are so beautiful. Look at her holding the little chickens, and there's one down on the ground. And the only rose without thorns is friendship. Friendship is the golden thread that ties the hearts of all the world. And she's sitting there at a little loom, weaving loom, a little cat on the floor, sleeping. Friends create the world anew each day. Giving your friend a hug. When friends meet, hearts warm. Sitting down having a cup of tea together. Oh, I do miss Holly Hobbie. They were just beautiful little illustrations. Nothing but heaven itself is better than a friend who is really a friend. So she's helping her stitch on a pocket. True friends are the whole world to one another. And she's standing up on a chair so she can reach the telephone. It's a very old telephone, not like today. A friend is the present you give yourself. To friendship every burden's light. A friend in need is a friend indeed. No one is too small to be able to help a friend. Isn't that lovely? There, I had a little scribble with my pen there. Happiness seems made to be shared. The lovely little lambs and the two friends together. A friend may well be reckoned the masterpiece of nature. It's beautiful. So this illustrator, his grandmother Betsy Clark, is a native of Amarillo, Texas. She has been drawing children ever since she was a child herself. The fresh simplicity and old-fashioned charm of her drawings make a little book of friendship one to truly cherish. And she did a few other books as well. She had a little book of faith, a little book of proverbs, a little book of nature sayings, a little book of love, and a little book of cheery thoughts. And we can all use love, friendship, and cheery thoughts, especially these days. Well, thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed these, and I'll see you soon with the next video. Stay safe and stay blessed, everyone. All the best. Bye-bye.